What's good? It's Jagozi. Tuesday, January 19th, 2021 is the day before Inauguration Day, where they swear in the next actor to play the role of the President of the United States of America. So today is effectively Donald Trump's last day in office, unless some crazy, thing happens or something. See, the last full day of Trump's divisive presidency. Guys, Donald Trump is an actor, divisive actor, but so is Joe Biden. They're all divisive. It's a divisive agenda. And again, they divisive. They're letting you know. We again, this is all Zach shows you this video of him back in 2015 saying how Trump's gonna be the next president. How it makes the most sense because how divisive they were going. And then they end his presidency again just telling you, yep, that's what he is. He's a divisive actor. And what do they think Joe Biden's going to come and make anything better? Look at this. Look at the Society of Jesus branding the propaganda. And 5/11, I mean, guys, this is over. Donald Trump is an actor playing the role of Saturn, the keeper of time. I say this every single video because he is. His campaign was from June 16th, 2015 to November 8th, 2016. That's 511 days. See? The last full day of Trump's divisive presidency, 5/11. In the Jewish cipher, Saturn equals 5/11. If you're new here, now do you understand what I mean when I say that Donald Trump is a Saturnian actor for the federal government? Saturn, 5/11. And then you do June 16th, 2015 till November 8th, 2016, 511 days. You see how they do this? His campaign lasted 511 days. Saturn equals 511, the Jewish cipher. The last full day of Trump's divisive presidency, just using the alphabetical order, equals 511. And it equals 187, like what? Time. Time equals 187. And time equals 187 in the satanic cipher. I cannot stress it enough. This is why, guys, trust me, if I cannot call Donald Trump this, I wouldn't. But they are always doing extremely clear Saturn, the keeper of time rituals on this actor, day in, day out, every single day of his presidency. And the one thing I'm going to miss, because we're going to see, I mean, we'll still see Trump all the time, but it probably won't be as much as he was president. The one thing I'm going to miss is the absolute flurry of Saturnian rituals that we've had for the past 4 years. Because these people were so on point with it. They were extremely on point every single time. Saturn numbers with him. Again, this is the guy who banned TikTok like a clock, banning it, keeping time, the keeper of time, death, judgment. For what's to come. They're foreshadowing some negative shit probably with this. Saturn 511, time 187. The last full day of Trump's divisive presidency. I mean, it's just amazing. And of course, Society of Jesus 187. That's who's putting this out, obviously, by the numbers. But it's just the biggest Saturnian ritual you can just fucking possibly want. What an actor. What an actor. Document this. Donald Trump, Saturn. Ridiculous, man. The stream's over. That's it. That's it. It's the last day of... Guys, what does my title say? The last day of actor Donald Trump's presidency is a Saturnian ritual. That's what I made the title. And you guys know how I always, for years, since 2017, making videos, I've been very consistent, letting you know how he's an actor playing the role of Saturn, keeper of time. And it has been so consistent up till now. What's up, Nathan? Hey, Love for Messiah, Big Boss Bubba. You opened YouTube just now, and the first thing you got was Fauci debunks COVID vaccine conspiracies. It's just so silly. Why would you, and by you, not you specifically, but anyone listening to this, believe anything coming out of Dr. Fauci's mouth?
Less than 48 hours.
Guys, ridiculous. Look at this 11. Oh my goodness. 11. See, I don't even know that maybe they're doing this, but if you just leave 11 alone and then makes 59 to 17 prime, that's 11 17, another 187 connection. But they might even be doing that. They might just be stripping one for that 59. Look, 344, the Lima 44, Donald Trump's the 44th person to be president. Governing record. Unbelievable. It's almost like that just seals the deal for that. I mean, we could see how many days. I mean, again, it's one. Oh yeah, today's 119, obviously too. But I guess I didn't call that part out because I've been, we've been talking about it the whole time. But I just thought it was a given. But anyone who's just freshly new here, Saturn equals 119 in the Francis Bacon, where you take into account the capital letters. So Saturn being a proper noun and name, this is a very important cipher. 119. Just like in that Jewish cipher where Saturn equals 511, Donald Trump's campaign lasted 511 days. The last full day of Trump's divisive presidency equals 511, right? But we also have Donald equaling 119. So they put the number for Saturn on this guy. I mean, his initials, DT 420, 42, Saturn 42. This is a Saturnian actor for the federal government. A permit links Trump campaign staffers to the rally that preceded the Capitol riot. It's just going to be more the same. 1153. Former Trump campaign staffer worked on. Oh, yeah, this guy, the guy who looks like the ventriloquist dummy. So why are they talking about him again today? It's either him or some guy who looks like that guy. Because they both look like one. It's the hairstyle, definitely, and kind of the jawline. But the hairstyle really does it for him. I'm saying that if you want any Halloween costume ideas, if one goes with ventriloquist dummy, that's the things you got to pay attention to. Those features. That's what these people have. But 422, I mean, look at this. In Satanic Cipher, when you read out 42, you get 422. You get Saturn 42, Jesuit 42. That's why they give you 4-minute 22-second video probably. I'm saying like that because I think there's probably even other reasons more central to this. The reflection of 224 like the Society of Jesus. I don't know if 1153 is a prime. It seems like I've seen it before. Oh, the 191st prime. Look at this. 1153. Guys, keep in mind when they update their propaganda at 1153. That's probably a big thing they're trying to do. Or, 1221. Because that's. Oh, wait. Not that one. Oh, my goodness. 1229, excuse me. So, like, if they can update something at 1229, that's the 201st prime. If they can update something at the other prime number we just saw, because the Jesuit order equals 201. So now we have 1153. So you can just copy the time, go to this calculator that Derek made. You put the time in, and it gets rid of the colon, and you get what? The 191st prime. Society of Jesus 191. See how they do this? This is from the Society of Jesus. That's why it's Capitol Hill, Rome of the Potomac. We talk about the same thing every single video. That's why people who get bored of this, like you got, you definitely can't blame them. Like, it's funny because I've said it all the time, guys. If you get bored of this shit, you're sick of it, you've seen enough, you want to unsubscribe and move on, you know. It's not. Hopefully, if you're gonna be there when we're trying to actually make shit happen, it's like the only thing. Please, help us. That's the whole point is to get people to actually do something. But apart from that, that's fine. You've seen enough. National Mall 74, Masonic 74. I mean, as I'm saying that, look at this 74. I mean, look at this crap. Oh my god. Masonic 7443. 12 people listed on the permit. 7 were on Trump campaign's payroll. I see another, 127, like buildings 1, 2, and 7, like Pearl Harbor. Could we just be want to use that numerical sequence again? Let's see, 31st prime. I don't know if Donald equals 31. I think it does. Yeah, Donald 31. Trump campaign denies ties with the rally. I mean, so you understand how this is all complete propaganda? I mean, this is what I just hate about this. It's a big, long piece. I mean, this will take at least like to really read and understand it, 5 to 10 minutes. Sure, you can read it quickly, but to actually read it, understand it, think it through, which what if you're trying to read something and learn from it, it's what you want to do. So see how there's wasting your time talking about North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, the Queen of England, Pope Francis, Trump, and foreign dignitaries such as Chinese plan summits between these people. Why? Because these are all actors for the Society of Jesus. Every single one named here. Every single person named here. According to a biography in her event management company's website, she helped plan summits between these people. What do you think goes on at these summits? Probably nothing. Just them telling you, right? Actors telling you what their employers want you to hear. These are the people that you think are world leaders, that control the world, that run the world, that make things happen. That's what 99% of people believe. Don't be the 99%. Be the 1% who knows that these are just theatrical stage performers for the Jesuit order, especially these two people here, Kim Jong-un, Queen of England, Pope Francis. And I mean, I hate saying that because then someone's like, what was Xi Jinping? He's just as much of an actor. But I'm just saying, we see so much of these people, especially Pope Francis. This guy, definitely, number one here. Stop thinking he's a holy man. He's the guy closest to God. He's all so sweet and innocent. No, the guy is a vile human being. He's a disgusting man. He is just an actor for the Jesuits. He is a Jesuit. He doesn't run anything. He doesn't control anything. He just follows orders. And sure, maybe he has, a bigger role than that. Maybe, you can say he could also do both. But, I think the people who really, really pull the strings, you don't see him. Well, why? It's other actors. I mean, come on, man. I'm scrolling down. I'm about to go back to the chat, and we just see California pauses COVID-19 shots from one lot of vaccine containing more than 330,000 doses. Why did I just say containing more than 300,000 doses? That's what anyone else would do. More than 330,000. 33. This is numerologically encoded propaganda. I mean, we can't even go a day without seeing a big old 33. Oh man, the chat's about to load really slow. Look at this. It's just opening up. At least gives you time to catch up then. It was good, Bronze. Sage 6. Liver Messiah's got something to share. That link headline. It was good, Dr. Savage. Wow, 33,000. Yep, outer levels are great. Amazing. Thanks, bro. No notifications. Yeah, you're Winston Breaks. I think they have some sort of algorithm for your channel as well, because you never get any from me. It's almost like they've just stopped giving you things I do. But the thing is, if you're on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter and like have notifications on from there, because I post on Twitter and Discord, things I'm trying to build a bot that does it for me. I literally have to. And it's not hard to do. I just gotta take time to do it. But but the plan is literally to copy this, and as soon as I copy it, I can even do it. I can do that, or just Control C. I copy it. I'll click on an icon down here. Just kind of open this. I'll click this, and it's use one click, and then it'll say I'm about to stream. It'll save me like a couple minutes each day. It'll be a fun little thing to do. But if I can't figure out the Discord, I don't know if anyone even follows me in Discord much, so that's why I was gonna mention that. But Twitter will be easy. But anyway. I think you can't rely on YouTube notifications. That's the moral of the story. It's really stupid too, because they tease you, because they'll give you notifications too a bunch, but then then they don't. It's like blackjack theory. They make you believe that, oh yeah, we got you. Stop the steal. Organizer says GOP lawmakers helped him with this 2-minute 11-second video. That's the 47 prime. with the fucking this guy's with his little N95 looking mask, this guy with no mask, and this guy has the American flag mask. Oh god, man. Ugh, it's so cringy. So anyone who just joined that 11:53 update time there, that's the 191st Prime Society of Jesus 191. Oh yeah, it was a 330,000 I was gonna look at, and then but first let's see if is this a link you shared? You check out the headline. See, when you said that, I figured it was like, is that the one he saw as well? Because I was behind the chat. So you guys, you understand how in the chat, Leopard Messiah sees this? Because again, in the chat, they're also on CNN looking at these things too with me. You guys can feel free to follow along. You don't have to, but follow along and notice how he found this. So again, other people are seeing this. That's the point. It's not just me seeing things. Anyone can go on CNN and see how they're putting 33. For him to have, again, think it. For him to see this and say, "Oh man, I need to take this link and share it in the chat for Chigozi and the rest of us to see." That must have stood out to him. It must have meant something. And he's right. I mean, it's thanks for sharing this. And then notice how we're scrolling on the propaganda, bam, right on the front page. I mean, the reason I explain things this way is simple because people don't fucking think. That's the whole problem. These people keep denying. They're on the fence. They don't want to get this. They don't like to fucking think things through. So I do it for them, and I think hopefully it works. Might be overkill for some of you, but again, they can't argue it. That's probably why they don't come here and argue and say, "Oh, this is bullshit," because they know that it's just not gonna fly. But it shouldn't fly anywhere. It doesn't fly anywhere. I don't know why they go troll other channels anyway. I mean, well, I do know why they go troll other channels, because they have to use everything in their arsenal to discredit this research. Yeah. Volunteers removes more than 9,000 pounds of trash. Probably just some mockery. I kind of want to go on TMZ. I think we haven't been on TMZ in a couple days. I just saw Dolly Parton down there though. I've seen her a lot, guys. It's almost like they're predicting her death. I just feel like that we've seen her way too much. Oh, her 75th birthday. Oh man, I honestly kind of sick of talking about her, and I never thought I would ever say that because I never like minded her. You know, I minded her music and stuff, but I see her so much. I'm like, oh man, I actually kind of sick of seeing her on the front page. Yeah, Parton 84. I'm just seeing why they're celebrating her 75th birthday. It could just be something else. Like I don't even feel like if you guys want me to really look into it, I will. But you know, and here's another 75. Again, these are numbers for the Catholic Church, the New World Order. Reversing the alphabetical order and reducing Catholic Church 75. And that's why we see 75 right there, and then we go to TMZ. This one updated at 7:05. You see 75. This is ritual from the Catholic Church. They're letting again. This is an old saying, and it's true that these rulers speak through symbols, numbers, letters, mathematics, and mathematics. They clue this all the time. P Diddy just came out and was talking about this shit as well. So again, I don't want to hear that this is me seeing things. That's bullshit. They're putting 75 all the time in their rituals, their propaganda. They're coding Catholic Church. This is them running it. But yeah, you don't even need to see that. The color scheme, just the bullshit it's always about. Nancy Pelosi's office. Look at this Brett. This guy looks like Brett Favre lounging around in Nancy Pelosi's office. That's not Brett Favre. At least I don't think it is. Richard Barnett. Okay. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. Brett Favre chilling in their fucking office. And that's the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. If they actually had him do it, no one would care. They'd be like, "Oh, Brett Favre, you know, he's speaking his mind. He's doing this." Oh goodness, man. Was what? Ex firefighter. Just like how Zach said, he guarantees you that the people here were military, firefighters, police. You know, those type of people. That's I was saying police, firefighter, first responder, military, these government people all in this Masonic gang. He told you that, and that's what they're telling you. I mean, you see, it's just obvious that this is how they put out this bullshit. Ex-firefighter. Oh God, man. Richard Barnett with his 69, like Catholic Church 69. It was good MLR. Jeremiah. Roe versus Wade. Yeah, I can't wait to see the next segment in that saga. Probably when Kamala Harris is going to be in office, that's when they'll probably start stepping the game up for that. I can see that. Trump's approval rating has oscillated between 35% and 45% throughout his presidency, according to polling averages maintained by 538. Quote from a Forbes article. Oh my goodness. That 35-45, Catholic 35, Thelema 35, and then 45, he's the 45th president. 45, the Sum of Saturn's Magic Square, Holy Bible 45. Numbers that they've been throwing on him this entire time. Of course. 538. I'm gonna see what 538 equals. I don't know, like the number 538. I'm not sure about that as a number. Like, I mean, look, 538, 191, 79, like Society of Jesus. I mean, what are the odds of this? Every single time we do this, Society of Jesus numbers, guys. But understand, everyone's name pretty much would have to have Society of Jesus numbers for the same type of accuracy. Like, you should be able to be in your class or your coworkers, do everyone's name, and you'll get Society of Jesus, Jesuit order, the Jesuit order numbers, or some 84s, which is that. You probably will get a lot less than what we get always just decoding the name of these things they give us, guys. This is all from the Jesuits. They're so obvious with how they do it. Because again, you can technically prove this in a court system, but it's their system, so they can just say, well, you can't. The judge can literally just say, man, this is hocus pocus. You need this. I still don't get it. All he has to say, and everyone's just gonna nod their head along. Because think about it, the people who are gonna nod their head along with the judge are the same people who will just deny the shit anyway and not get it without the judge around. So it's like, who's gonna really, all collect? It's like the dollar, right? The dollar only has value because everyone believes it does, essentially, right? Well, not even essentially, I mean, it is. So it's the same with like the justice system and a lot of other things. So this is why they can get away with this type of stuff. Because again, if it's not within a court of law, it's it's meaningless. Everything's a legal setting. You can't, because a shit hit the fan, right? You're going to court. They're not, or they'll kill you, or you fight back. That's the thing. So it's got to be fighting back. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't play willy nilly, try to meander around. Like, I think we gotta just use a force. I mean, we have to show up and make some shit happen. If you have another way, another solution, I'm always for it. I'm always checking the chat. But take away the daily sacrifice and comes the abomination of desolation, abortion, the daily sacrifice. See, in the eye of this gang, anything like that's sacrificial. That's why when they put in the media, that's what they're portraying. But I mean, me, my answer's the same with anything. I think the government there shouldn't be any sort of stance on that.
I know, he's almost here. I have the participant window.
Oh my gosh, it's loud as fuck. Shouldn't have any. I'll try guys debunk COVID vaccine conspiracies with Dr. Fauci. Guys, everybody go on these fuckers. Oh my goodness, man. So, I forgot what I was about to say, but you get it, guys. We don't need government telling anyone what to do for anything. That's if that's my stance on everything, then that should pretty much answer your question about anything with how I see it. Because we don't need these people. We don't need this mind control scheme. That's what government is. Don't need them at all. Let's make sure my audio is coming through for this video.
And I get to allow him to enter?
It's weird. I'm going to be smiling because I'm just excited to see him.
Some nervous energy. He's a busy man.
my god. So we have a bunch of effeminate actors, the Try Guys. Are they even guys? I mean, that's the whole point. I mean,
lots of world saving.
that's probably could be the whole joke. They're acting like it. This crap. Oh god, man, this is awful. We'll maybe look at a couple minutes of this. I just know we probably want some more decoding to do, but we can debunk this. Like, I mean, this is a normal YouTube thing. My reaction to a YouTube video. Yeah, I guess I should be doing this. I just, I'm trying to be very objective here and not try to, fuck around.
On December 14th, the first vaccine for COVID-19 in the U.S. was administered, beginning our nationwide rollout.
Wow.
Now, there are a lot of questions and misinformation out there, and today we are having the one person who can debunk all of the conspiracy theories joining us.
Really? So this is appeal to authority. That's what they're doing. Appeal to authority. This is like so they literally not even 1 minute in to this video, they open up with a logical fallacy to then try to prove that logical fallacy is argument. And then out of 888,000 people, 51 retarded idiots, 51,000 of them said, "Oh yeah, this is just so good, broken down, well done." I mean, no, it's already bullshit. And look at these. See, I probably should watch the video first, but see, so I can get the reactions. I'm not trying to judge a video based on the comments, but I just want to see these people saying, "Oh yeah, good." But again, why did I do that? Because it's already broken. We're already broken their shit. This is a logical fallacy.
So there's a lot of misinformation out there. Today we're talking to Mr. Information.
Today we're speaking with Dr. Anthony Fauci, a physician.
Guys, this guy said masks are largely symbolic. Remember, we literally looked at him say, we saw the article where he said masks are just symbolic. There's no reason to wear them. They don't do anything. That's from this guy. So why can't I take what he said and say, okay, since he said that, that's great. Why are they now, so then why doesn't he address that? He needs to come out and say, okay, I was wrong about that. I changed my mind, right? If he hasn't addressed that part yet, then it's still valid information from the authority if we're going that route. So again, based on these guys' logic and arguments, you don't have to worry, you don't do any of this shit. This guy himself said it's all bullshit. And we've seen him at a game with people around with his mask pulled down, not wearing a mask. This guy doesn't wear his mask everywhere. So again, that answers your question. That proves, again, doesn't matter how you look at it. Either you look at it as a bunch of bullshit, logical fallacy, it doesn't matter, and then don't participate, or you can follow along, be in the narrative, and say, okay, Dr. Fauci's the big authority, let's trust everything from him. Okay, well, we said this is all bullshit, essentially, and we see his actions, he also doesn't participate. So again, we've already blown these guys apart in literally 1 minute. 1 minute into their fucking video. That's how fucking garbage this shit is.
Immunologist. I certainly have a crush on him.
He's the most...
See? I mean, come on, man. He has a crush. You see this? Guys, what is happening to the men in the fucking nation? I say it all the time. What is going on? Is it the water, the food, the programming, a mix of all three, the shit they gave their parents, and then their parents... I don't know. I'm not trying to sit there and speculate too much on that, because it could be a lot of things, but what you see this crap, man.
Man of the last
It's not about gay or any of that stuff. It's all but more so they're just very feminine agenda.
right?
I don't care if this guy is gay, then he's gay. I'm not trying to rag on him. Maybe I shouldn't assume he's straight. But again, it's all programming. This is Try Guys, because these guys are 7.4. These guys are owned and operated by the Jesuits. I'm seeing it how it is.
Immunologist Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci.
I think there's nothing more important than him doing his job.
I'm Dr. Anthony Fauci.
My name is Dr. Tony Fauci.
During the course of the pandemic, Dr. Anthony Fauci has been the physician most Americans have relied upon for their information.
Fauci graduated first in his class at Cornell Medical College. His career spanned 6 presidents and over 30 years of research.
Not only did Dr. Fauci foresee this kind of...
We gotta do some decoding here. Look at this. Look at these headlines and dates, man. February 15th, 1994. We're gonna get Jesuit numbers and all these things. Coronavirus numbers, probably some predictive programming. 94, coronavirus pandemic 94. Here in 1994, we're already getting this, man. Understand, this is all contrived crap. This is all bullshit. was it? What date was that again? February 15th, 1994. '46 day of the year. Catholic 46. Virus 46. Disease 46. Goodness.
Not only did Dr. Fauci foresee this kind of pandemic,
July
scientists
29th,
at the NIH
2020,
have spent years
12:55.
preparing for it. We're going to use public.
So that's all we're getting, which is good. July 29th. Is that what NASA's birthday? They were 58 numerology, 56. Look, see, I told you they were 56 numerology. This is why we're looking at these dates. So if all the articles we're getting from these people,
Pandemic.
see, July 29th, 2020, that's a day with 56 numerology. Anthony Fauci, 56. Guys, again, we're not even 3 minutes into the video. This is how this, maybe I've been talking a lot too, but still, you see what we're uncovering. Anthony Fauci, 56. Coronavirus, 56. Society of Jesus equals 56. And we have the try guys, you know, because they're trying to deceive you by the numbers. And they're doing a great job. 888 fucking retards watching this shit. 88,000. And look at them all loving it, liking it, thinking this is so good. No, this is garbage. I mean, half his likes might even be fake, but sorry guys, I think that people are just that dumb to actually like this.
The NIH have spent years
56
preparing for
numerology.
it.
We're going to use public health measures to help us safely get to where we want to go.
Hello, Dr. Fauci.
Hello.
Hi guys. How you doing?
We're so
Wonderful.
good.
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
We love you.
So, Dr. Fauci, this
Yep, right at 2:01 they start the interview. Look at the timer. Let's see if I don't know how exact at 2:01 is, but look at the bottom left. Let's see what happens at 2:01. What happens?
We're so
Wonderful.
good.
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
We love you.
So, Dr. Fauci,
I'll put up. I'll make sure this doesn't go down.
Doing well,
Look at the
thank
timer.
Good.
We love you.
so Dr. Fauci,
Pretty much like 2:01. Bam. See at 2:01. At 2:01 they start the first question. Guys, the try guys are employed by the Jesuits. They produce this. Guys, understand, especially when you're this big with 7 million subscribers. You think these guys edit their videos? Guys, video editing is tedious, long, and hard, and it's boring for some people. Most of these people don't edit their fucking videos. I can guarantee you these guys don't edit their videos. Think about it, you have millions of dollars. You can hire someone to do it for you, which again the Jesuits probably do it for them. Especially this one. I mean, come on, man. So I didn't mean to talk about before the interview actually starts, but come on, 2:01 they started.
We're so
Wonderful.
good.
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
We love you.
So, Dr. Fauci, this is the fastest vaccine in human history. People want to know, did we undermine the safety of the vaccine because it was done so fast and without long-term studies?
Okay, so that's a great question. It's the most commonly asked question. There was no cutting corners. Safety was not compromised. Scientific integrity was not compromised. And I think people need to understand that the speed was related completely to the breathtaking scientific advances that had been made over the previous 10 or more years, where you can get the genetic sequence of the virus, which then take that sequence and insert the appropriate gene into these very new and unbelievably efficient vaccine platforms. And that didn't sacrifice any safety at all. That was purely a technological advance.
You see how he's using words like new, efficient. We put this into this, and then we put in the new and efficient thing, and all of a sudden it works fine. Like, because he's trying to debunk the argument of, oh, it takes 5 to 10 years. Oh yeah, but actually, in the past 5 to 10 years that it takes for vaccines to get tested safety, tested to be good for safe and good to use. Within that time, we've just had these good ways, and he just says we put this into this and then new and efficient. That's all he did. He didn't really break that down. He didn't really show you exactly how that works. And I know it's an interview. I'm not saying you should get into too technical detail, but again, he didn't try to really explain that well. And again, that doesn't prove anything. That's stupid. What's technical breakthroughs? That's just stupid. It's all logical fallacy. Oh, because it's been 10 years and science kind of advances over the time. There's just been technical breakthroughs. That's what he's selling to you. This stuff's so
The
stupid.
Moderna trial was 30,000 people. The Pfizer trial was 44,000 people.
See, vaccine 30, it killed 44.
And it happened to be taking place in the middle of a ferocious outbreak. So when you're trying to prove a vaccine works...
And what's 30 plus 44? 74?
There are just a few infections here and there in society. It could take 7 years to get a vaccine. There were so many infections that we went from sequence to getting the vaccine in people's arms in less than a year. That is historic, but it's historic from a scientific standpoint. There was absolutely no cutting of corners at all.
So you're saying that there's no chance that there's some weird side effects that are going to pop up 3 years down the road?
The chance of that happening is spectacularly low. And let me tell you why. If you look at the history of all vaccinology and you say, when did these so-called longer-term effects occur? The overwhelming majority, 90+% of them, occur between 30 and 45 days after the vaccine trial ends. That is the reason why the FDA said that in order to make an emergency use authorization, you had to wait 60 days from the time 50% of the people in the trial got their last dose. So if you wait 60 days, you're already beyond when essentially all of the long-term effects occur. I've never seen one where I get vaccinated in 1982 and I get a toxic effect in 1986. I mean, I've never seen that happen with any vaccine.
I've never seen that happen. That's so? That doesn't... Like, how is this supposed to... You get it, they appeal to authority, take the authority off, and then the authority says things like this. I've never seen that happen. It's just like, how do you fall for this shit? That if you're not sick within 60 days, because the FDA said this is the time thing that... Guys, again, you can design a vaccine to do whatever. I mean, guys, vaccines have latent effects. I'm sure you can easily find records of that. Who cares if Dr. Fauci hasn't seen it? What about the polio outbreak with the vaccine? He's not going to mention that at all in this video. And the thing is, these agents, they didn't come with that kind of question. The try guys, well, they better fucking try harder. Because they're fucking not doing a good job at all. These are bullshit questions. They're asking the right question. They're asking who pays him, who's his employer. You know, his Jesuit background. You know, how Jesuit educated he is. They're asking him the wrong questions. Bye, Jared. See you, man. Later. Yeah, we go from 10 years to 9 months because it's 2021. That's literally what he's saying. Because it's been 10 years. There's been crazy scientific breakthroughs. So believe in science. Yeah, look what it did to all those kids in India and Africa. Exactly. He's not going to mention any of that. This is complete propaganda. I would love to strap Fauci to a chair in an empty warehouse, says Jeremiah. Yep. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, he'll be there in the name of science. So also mustache says neither of his boys have ever had a vaccination. Healthiest and smartest kids in their classes. Exactly. See, this is what we need. This is like, yeah, I'm saying this and not even a bad sense, but it's like this is our experimenting, right? Your kids are the control subjects, which they should be. All of our children, everyone, we should be the control group. No vaccines, no poisons, and see, compare us to all the poison people, and oh look, my kids, they seem to be smarter, healthier, right? That's essentially what we're doing, and I think that's why I really appreciate That's why we can't give in, because if we don't give in and don't vaccinate, don't wear masks, don't listen to this bullshit, then we're creating data, we're creating instances. That's what Dr. Fauci's sitting here like, I've never seen this, I've never seen that. Well, if he can't say that shit if shit's actually going on. Well, he can say whatever he wants because they're gonna believe him. Miss Gematria says her oldest granny only drank well water before school age, and she is so not sleep. Exactly. And they're like, oh no, the well water is dirty. Drink our fluoridated product. Yeah, there's no comparison, right? I mean, That's just the thing. They're leagues ahead of the people in their classmates, I'm sure. And it just makes me think, man. It's just like it probably is the vaccines for just dumbing people down too. And other things. Work with a guy. Work with a guy who got his kids all the vaccinations. They were constantly sick and got whooping cough twice in 1 year after vax. Exactly, and that's what past the 60-day mark. He's talking about the 60-day. And guys, we've been talking about this. We say, oh, they're going to say, and guys, who's going to fall for that? All the short-sighted people. Isn't that why I say America? Again, this is an American production. The Try Guys are from the United States. I mean, I can listen to how they speak. They're not Canadian. I guess Canadians have more sense than these people. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I know if you're Canadian, you might disagree. No, Canadians have more sense than these fucking people. It's just pathetic.
Wow.
I mean, go fuck yourself.
Amazing. Okay.
A toxic effect in 1986. I mean, I've never seen that happen with any vaccine.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question here. Can I still infect someone else after I get the vaccine? And do I have to keep wearing a mask after I get it?
Yes, of course.
The answer is yes, and I'll explain why. It is still conceivable that you could get infected and be asymptomatic. And even though the vaccine protected you from getting sick.
Conceivable. So you're gonna shut down the world, fuck up everything, just screw everything over, turn everything upside down over something that's conceivable. I mean, come on, man. That's science? That's trust of science? Oh, it's conceivable, so submit to the agenda. Unbelievable.
Symptomatic. And even though the vaccine protected you from getting sick, it didn't protect you from getting infected. So you may not even know that you're infected and be completely asymptomatic and then spread it to somebody else.
I think that's been the scariest part of this whole pandemic is that I could totally have it and not know, and that terrifies me.
No, it's retarded. You see that? And that terrifies me? God, you see how they're selling this shit? Man, almost 1 million people watch this? Man, this is bullshit. Why can't our message get out? Why can't Zach make a video and it gets 880,000 views? I mean, we all know the answer to that, but this is bullshit.
Pandemic is that I could totally have it and not know.
That's not what is that supposed to mean? If you guys, the PCR tests are bullshit. They could detect anything. Kerry Mullins, who made the test, said that they should not be used for something like this. So they're being misused, and they gave you the whole asymptomatic lie. There's no such thing as being asymptomatic. That means you're healthy. It means your body's working perfectly fine. And you're not going to infect someone with any little cootie. If you do, then fucking, who cares? Honestly, I don't even believe that shit, but if it was true, who cares? Why you can live your life in fear and be terrified?
And that terrifies me.
We can pull back on masks when we get such an overwhelming proportion of the population is vaccinated that there's herd immunity, which means that the level of virus is so low that it's not a threat.
What percentage of people need to get the vaccine for us to achieve that?
We don't know the exact number, but we can make a back of the envelope calculations that it's somewhere between 70.
Back of the envelope calculations. They're still just like crunching numbers. Again, this is all an agenda it's already been prepared. I'm always speaking into the narrative. But still, you guys are, science, but you're still in the back of an envelope. So that means on the back of an envelope, the envelope's not big enough to really, have a lot of sample sizes, good tests, rigorous shit. You know what I mean? So you're, again, making me wear a mask, get the vaccine, until over with some shit that's not even figured out yet. I mean,
85% of the population needs to be vaccinated to get herd immunity.
Here's, some people, there's a lot of people talking about things out there. Some people think maybe it would be easier to just achieve herd immunity by letting the virus spread rampantly through the population. What do you think about that?
Hear the song? Again, and guys, this is a good example. That's why I don't have music in my videos. If I did, it would be specific, Gematria, specific channel, right? And that's the whole point of it. Different music with Gematria just to entertain people. But for how I do this, because music psychologically influences people. And again, I'm trying to give you clean-cut information. I don't want any sort of music to influence your mind whatsoever. But look around when they start talking about, What about achieving herd immunity by letting it run rampant? But by saying fuck it all. And look at the music they're playing.
Achieve that.
We don't know the exact number, but we can make a back of the envelope calculations that it's somewhere between 70 and 85% of the population needs to be vaccinated to get herd immunity.
Here's, some people, there's a lot of people talking about things out there. Some people think maybe it would be easier to just achieve herd immunity by letting the virus spread rampantly through the population. What do you think about that?
Okay, well, that's maybe the worst idea.
I fucking hate these people, man. These people are fucking scum. Oh my god.
What do you think about that?
Okay, well, that's maybe the worst idea.
Okay.
I don't want to compare it to anything. I don't want to insult anybody.
It's not my question. It's just a question that I read.
It's definitely about what Trump said. Again, they're getting political. They bring up something that Trump said, which again, Trump's hitting those truths, and they have that boom, boom, boom music. You see, it's all propaganda. It's all audio, sound, right? Audio, visual cues, and they use them to manipulate your mind. I mean, it's interesting how you break it down, but this is unfortunately what it's being used for, to push the agenda, to push these disgusting vaccines. And they have this fucking, whatever this is, selling it to you. This try guy. Yeah, because they're trying to be guys. Because they have to fucking try. Because they're probably not even really. You're fucking pathetic.
Anybody.
It's not my question. It's just a question that I read that I'm relaying to you because you're the expert.
Do you read it on Facebook, Keith?
I did read it on Facebook.
Facebook 58.
The general level of herd immunity right now in the country, the last time the CDC looked at it was like 10%, 12%. Some cities like New York, it was 22% because New York got hit so badly in the beginning. So let's say that the level in the country today, let's say it's 20%. So with 20% of the people infected, we've already had 352,000 deaths. To get to 80, you'd have to have 4 times as many people. So are you willing to accept 1.2 million deaths in order to get to herd immunity? I don't think so. So the road to herd immunity is a vaccine.
They're already getting close, though. What do you mean, things? The numbers are already getting up there. So I don't see it. Just in America alone, right? So again, it's just bullshit. And it's contrived nonsense. I mean,
not just letting people get infected.
And how soon after getting the vaccine would I be immune?
So let's say you get vaccinated and then 21 to 28 days later you get a boost. Anywhere from 10 to 14 days following the boost, you can consider yourself protected.
Dr. Fauci, a new COVID variant has been reported in over 40 countries and is said to be more transmittable. Will that make the vaccine
that was a good example.
40 countries?
So again, I think there's a little bit of a hybridism to this. Like, I don't think every last line and word that the try guys say might be, I mean, I could be completely wrong, of course. I always be 100% wrong, and there's a good chance of that. But you know what I mean? How he asked that question, it was like how a normal person would ask. And about 40 countries, and here they're playing 45 countries. I understand how they're doing things by specific numbers. They could have just say about 40. Sure, again, you can argue that this is they're being specific. This is I can see the argument here, but you see how all the time they'll give you for example, we saw earlier the 330,000. Why did they say about 300,000? That would have been fine for the headline. 300 because they're saying over 330,000. So you see how this guy's being organic with how he's saying it. Again, just using the term loosely because it's completely staged bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? That's how a person would say it. You see how they're doing this.
And is said, Dr. Fauci, a new COVID variant has been reported in over 40 countries and is said to be more transmittable. Will that make the vaccine irrelevant?
That has a mutation which is causing the virus to be much more easily transmissible from person to person.
See, at first they said 56% more transmissible. And then here they're putting 70%, as much as 70%, 56, 70. Coronavirus 56 and 70. It is all by the numbers. Look at these numbers right here: 56, 160, 56. Like I would definitely say that could be coincidental. I mean, I can't definitively say that they just had this in there completely on purpose. Is there a very strong chance, extremely strong chance? Yeah, but it's also a chance it's not.
The Brits.
Also, yeah, because I see that was counting up. I thought it was a static number. So again, I'm pointing these things out so you can see I'm not saying every little number, right? I'm not trying to call it every little number. But I'm saying how they're reporting as much as 70%. That's important. It's what they're reporting. Coronavirus 70. Notice how it's a static number. It's not changing all rapidly, right? I'm being fair with this.
That very carefully, and we will all from person to person. According to the Brits, who've looked at it very carefully, and we will also be doing the same thing, they find that the mutation does not make people sicker or even more people dying, nor does it seem to interfere with the protection that's afforded by the vaccine. So the only thing that's functionally different, it appears to spread more easily.
So two things here. They're gonna use that as a reason to make sure everyone's vaccinated. More have more reason. Well, you better mandate this or do this. Have more of that effect. And also, again, you just need the next mutation of COVID that the vaccine stop working. And how are we gonna know when that's gonna happen? The TV is gonna tell us. Like the TV tells us all this shit. So it'll be by the numbers. And when the judges decide to make the next thing that you need the next type of vaccine, that will happen. Again, they ease things in, so of course they'll tell you this type of shit now. I've been meaning to check the chat. I've been away for a while. Yeah, Leopard Messiah, I agree. I would, verbally agree, but you guys know how it goes. Watch YouTube. Shut me down immediately. What's up with Fauci's eyes, man? I don't even know, man. Lizard eye. The emasculation of men right there. Yeah, man, this is just insane. Horrible actors. Yeah, this is terrible. That is how herd immunity works. Herd immunity works. Yeah, that's how it works. You don't need to be vaccinated for the herd immunity. That's the whole point. Even the vaccine makers say it won't protect you from getting COVID. It will only lessen the symptoms if you get COVID. Wow. See? You can get 0.25 acres in Montana for $5,000. Oh, that's pretty good. Because if someone has that, can take that up, now might be the time. Because again, guys, you see how there's at the beginning of the year they're selling on CNN, the 21 places to go, and they're all kind of, a lot of them were like out there places. You don't want it to become a point where all the sheep are then trying to go to these places that we've been talking about. So I'm not trying to have you rush, but I said keep planning if that's your goal, even if it takes 2-3 years. Because again, I mean, it's better than Missouri. Oh my goodness, it is Missouri. Thanks a lot, Zach. MT's Montana. Yes, thanks a lot, brother. MO's Missouri. But yeah, Missouri. My mind even went to Montana because this is a big kind of open area. But Missouri, I didn't even know Missouri would have open land like that. That's awesome. Missouri. Fauci's a liar. Who changed They changed the definition. Typical. They always do that. Went to puke. Oh, thanks a lot, Zach, for sure. Yeah, you as well. I appreciate it. I'm glad you keep putting this information out. I'm looking forward to your next stream. Always a good time. Congrats on the playoffs too. You're 9-0 in the NFL playoffs right now. It's awesome. I'm laughing at all the people who still don't want to, who like sports, who like even in the sports betting, and they're not taking your picks. I'm like, what are they doing? It's just so stupid. Like, guys, he's 9-0 in the playoff picks, and then people will still, troll. Guys, he's giving you free money. I mean, $5 a month, and you get playoff picks, and more. Not just that, and they're all correct, and people are still sleeping on how sports are rigged. It shows how deep the emotional connection is. People will really never even admit that they're fake, just even for that. It's like, wow. Okay. Guess I'm gonna finish this. We're almost done with this. I'm gonna have to go back to work soon. I know someone's probably looking to finish this. I mean, we've been pretty good at debunking everything he said. We've debunked everything. It's all been bullshit.
My fiance Maggie, she actually got the vaccine already.
Fiance, man.
Ready?
More easily.
My fiance Maggie, she actually got the vaccine already at work. They've been prioritizing nurses. For me, there's like a lot of contrasting information out there. Like, I'm immunosuppressed and I don't know, am I supposed to get it?
You can take a vaccine. The only time an immunocompromised person should not take a vaccine is when it's a live, attenuated vaccine. because the virus can then replicate a lot in you and not stop replicating the way a person who has a normal immune system would be. But you should get vaccinated.
I do gotta point out the the 35 millimeter right here. You know, Catholic 35, virus 35. Literally, here's I don't know these. I want to say virus. Hope they're not showing us like red blood cells or something. But virus 35. See, 35.
A normal immune system would be. But you should get vaccinated because even though the immune compromise may not get you to have as robust a response, a less than robust response is better than no response. So go get vaccinated.
Some protection is better than no protection, yes.
That's
Learned that in
stupid.
college.
Oh, shut up.
Stop, guys.
Saw that
Stop.
one coming.
I
Saw that
know,
one
I
coming.
knew.
Yeah, I mean, 7 million subscribers. That's the best you could do.
Born child, we just got his 2 months vaccines for all of the other stuff, but I've been really worried
Dude,
about
this child's gonna grow up to be fucking retarded. I'm just gonna say it now. Just call me bull. It's not bullying. Sorry, I'm being scientific. That's a scientific term, and that's what I'm fucking saying. That's my hypothesis, my fucking thesis, and that's what I'm saying. First, I'm not being hateful. All these vaccines you're giving your kid, that definitely happen.
about COVID. When
And
can
raised
my
by this guy too. I mean, man, I wouldn't know. If this is your father, you're not gonna turn out well. I'm saying it right now.
kids get the vaccine? Do they need to get it?
They do, but let me tell you what the strategy has been for decades and decades and decades with vaccines. Children and pregnant women are vulnerable, so the general policy has been you do not vaccinate children or pregnant women until you've proven that the vaccine induces the same sort of response that it induces in normal adults and protects them. And you do what's called a bridge. You bridge the immunogenicity study in the children and the pregnant women with the efficacy study that you've already completed, and you make a determination that it's okay to give it to children. We're going to start that likely towards the end of January. We'll be doing that in children.
So they haven't started yet. Well, again, I'm speaking of narrative. Haven't started yet. And even again, is that again? I'm not a scientist. Maybe scientifically that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not trying to claim that, but still, I mean, really. So you're just gonna just bridge this study with this study and that study, and then bam, that passes because the FDA says so.
Oh, that's soon.
So, Dr. Fauci, we know that the vaccine doesn't instantly make everything better. So what can you tell us about what the next few months look like?
By the time we get to April, I think it would be open season, namely anybody can get vaccinated. There's no restrictions on it at all because all the priority people have been vaccinated. If we then vaccinate at a very good rate, President Biden has made the announcement that he's going to try and get 1 million doses a day.
See, 8:02 p.m. They update this one on December 8th, 2020, 8:02 p.m. COVID equals 82. They are just putting these numbers all throughout this propaganda. Again, look at the source, guys. Sorry, if you were trying to prove to me that the Try Guys is not influenced by the Jesuit order in any way, I have a very hard trouble believing that. If you can convince me otherwise, I'll be very happy to see your evidence. But these people are employed by the gang. They're using them, putting out this by the numbers. Again, these people don't edit their videos. I think all they did was maybe rehearse the questions. I don't even think they came up with the questions. They just said, "Yeah, you guys are just gonna ask them these questions, and that's it. We'll give you the articles. We'll put the whole video together." And why are they going to do all that? Because again, even if they assume they were not connected to the gang, with this many subscribers, you have that much amount of money to pay people to do it for you. That's what most YouTube people do. So that's why I know that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And then you get 8:02 p.m. And again, this is how they do it. Controlled opposition, not controlled opposition, but just controlling other entities. It's like how they privatize things, but it's really this is the government to kind of get around things. This is kind of their way of doing it. They infiltrate YouTube, right? Infiltrating. They're making this is the Jesuits, this is CNN, those types of people, the mainstream media, you infiltrating your mind through the Try Guys. You think it's a bunch of nice young men trying to give you the truth, but in reality, it's no different than mainstream media. This is how they do it, infiltration. I did want to see the date numerology there too, December 8th. I don't even know why, just because it's quick and I don't even see much there. It's probably something I'm missing, but not even like a vaccine number. But it's whatever. The 802. Zach just got the latest from Q. Trump's second term begins tomorrow. And don't worry if they're wrong. They'll have a new prediction tomorrow. Man, and then the sad thing is that's true. That's Q. Guys, Q's always making these ridiculous predictions. And then the only thing this video is missing is headshots. Yeah, it really is what it's missing. That's what we need, is headshots, you know. Why can the DC snipers come back? And then like that could be the whole thing. Oh, DC snipers were actually in a Try Guys video and they came back and all of a sudden Dr. Fauci's, you know, something happened to him. I'll just say it like that. And the Try Guys. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't like Try Guys. Guys, this video might be guys. I'm on my other channel soon in a few days. So this probably get a strike. I've talked shit about other YouTube creators at this point. Fuck these people though. They're getting on my nerves.
In the first 100 days, if we do 1 million a day, by the time we get to the end of the summer, we will have reached that percentage of herd immunity, so that in the fall, if everybody gets vaccinated, that should get vaccinated, we can start approaching a degree of normality. That doesn't mean nobody wears a mask, but that does mean kids.
They always, every single time, I've never seen any of these mainstream people talk about getting back to normalcy, but they always say, "Oh, that doesn't mean the mask." They always say the masks are gonna stay. This doesn't mean that you won't have to wear a mask. They say this because if anything, the masks are here to stay. I really think so, for an extremely long time, at the very least.
Secure at school. That doesn't mean nobody wears a mask, but that does mean kids can feel secure at school. You can go to a sporting event.
With a mask on your face?
You can go to a restaurant and have dinner.
Yeah.
You can go to the theater, things like that. The
Social
critical
distance.
issue is that we want to really make sure that this vaccine hesitancy that we see around gets overcome by the truth that the vaccine is safe and it's efficacious and it will protect you, your family.
Guys, it's been 11 minutes. He still hasn't explained how it's safe and efficacious. He just keeps saying it's efficacious. How though? Because of 10 years of studies and research? Okay, can you at least direct me to where I can at least read these? Can they link them in the description? No. And I mean, they're bullshit studies anyway, but you know what I mean? They're not even trying to help us. Again, why see, I never did their name Gematria. Why are they called the Try Guys anyway? I should have done that earlier. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. Try Guys 54, like Jesuit order. It's from the Jesuit order. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. We're almost done with this anyway. I think we can finish this off and then close it. Try Guys 54, like Jesuit order. And there's probably more than this. 36, like COVID-19. But I don't think they might be doing something else with that. But Try Guys 54, definitely Jesuit order branding.
Society, and it will protect you, your family, and ultimately all of society. So go out there and beat the bushes. Tell your friends to get vaccinated.
Dr. Fauci, you've been in.
See, I don't mean to pause a lot, but if he's saying shit like that, we gotta decode it. Beat the bushes. Beat the bushes. 7. I fucking knew it. Beat the bushes, right? 72, like Jesuit order, which means it should equal 63 with the S exceptions. The Jesuit order 72, 63, 45, the reflection of 54, and then the key of David 135216. Dr. Fauci literally is the fucking key of David, which is so fucking disgusting. But it's not that effective. I think, I mean, just their whole media programming essentially is, because he's part of the whole media program. Because, you know, there's people who don't believe Dr. Fauci, like us. But he's essentially the key of David, the Jesuit, or excuse me, yeah, Jesuit order. See, 72, 63, 153 to reshuffling, 135, 54. Beat the bushes. See, I mean, that's why I had to decode. I was like, man, they're going to put that number right here. Beat the bushes.
Interviewed by.
So go out there and beat the bushes.
It's like you see that. It's like he had to say that. I understand they did this editing after the fact, so they put this here after he said this to make see. But it's like they had the whole thing planned, right? And he was going to ask him something else. Say, hey, Dr. Fauci, you thanks for your time, right? But before you wrapped it up, Dr. Fauci's like, shit, I gotta say beat the Bushes. I swear that's what happened. They had to say beat the Bushes right here, and he had to get that in. Make sure to get that in with a judge will order coding before the end of this.
To get all
Just look how it kind of happened.
And it will protect you, your family, and ultimately all of society. So go out there and beat the Bushes. Tell your friends to get vaccinated.
Dr. Fauci, you've been interviewed by the best of the best the world
think
has
so.
to offer, but never by 4 idiots at once. Next up, we have a lightning round.
Is it true?
Are you ready?
God. That's what we need. See, we need the 4 fucking try guys right here with Dr. Fauci laying on top of them. Then we needed this fucking hammer to come down. That's what we needed. See? That's what needed to happen. And then throw that on top of them.
These are some of the most widely believed COVID vaccine conspiracy theories on the internet.
Okay, Dr. Fauci. Are you lying when you said you got the vaccine?
No, right here.
You didn't point to the wrong arm the one other time.
Does the COVID vaccine cause COVID?
Absolutely impossible.
COVID doesn't exist.
Vaccine ingredients more toxic than COVID-19 itself?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
And again, see how they're making it all silly? Again, at the end, they say the conspiracy theories for the end. They have the crazy, well, the music's not as crazy as before, but still crazy, kind of wacky music, doing all the acting. Come on, why not be serious about it? Why not actually address them? See how they're just mocking it all? It's fucking stupid.
Are the vaccine ingredients more toxic than COVID-19 itself?
Absolutely not.
Will the vaccine change my DNA?
Absolutely impossible.
Well, do the vaccines deliver a microchip with a barcode into my arm to keep a track of me wherever I go?
No, it doesn't.
Of course
Dr.
not.
Fauci, one final question. Will coupons that are redeemable for one vaccine shot be called vouchers?
I hope not.
Vouchers.
Think about it.
That's a good idea.
Think about it. Okay, I'll think about it.
Run with that.
Dr. Fauci, we want to thank you so much for your time. Is there any one last thing you would say to people who do not want to get the vaccine?
Yeah, I think they really need to examine carefully in their mind the reasons for that.
We do that every fucking stream, so we've already done that. We've already done that, sir. Continue.
If it's really based on a lot of people talking about hoaxes and things like that,
Nope.
you really got to take a look at the risk that we're going through. We're going through a real historic challenge, the likes of which we haven't seen in 102 years. And all of this nonsense about fake news and hoax and all that, I mean, that just results in more people dying.
We want to thank you so much for everything you do.
Yes, it's been real pleasure.
Get vaccinated, everybody.
You bet. Do it.
Do it.
Bye, Dr. Fauci. I love you. Oh, he hung up.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you are taking this as seriously as we need to take it. When you can get vaccinated, you should get vaccinated. There's going to be some links in the description below with more information. And thanks again to Dr. Fauci. What an amazing experience for us and for you. We all basically got to hang out with him for a few minutes, and that's pretty awesome.
Ned, you made him laugh.
I know. Whoa.
I made him horrified.
Oh my god, man. I fucking hate 2021, man. What has happened to the United States of America? What has happened to this world, man? God. I guess I gotta go back to work, so that's why I was ending with that. The Try Guys, they just unbelievably wretched people, man. Guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, because that might ruin some of your guys' day. Just putting that in your consciousness. But it's all for, all for education. It's like, you're trying to be a doctor, you gotta go to the cadaver lab, look at all the dead bodies, take out their heart and their spleen and their guts and shit, and, it's part of the job, it's part of the learning experience. So, it's not, almost as bad as, well, it's probably worse than this, to be honest. Mass fetish, all of them. Yeah, they do. So you probably have all sorts of fetishes. Probably Dr. Fauci. Yeah, Dr. Fauci said, tell your friend to get vaccinated. Guys, I wouldn't even tell my enemy to get vaccinated. Oh yeah, I got the super OG gear. Yeah, the All for Truth sites. with a really cool logo and everything. Man, it was a good site, but then it got hijacked by some assholes. You know. Again, even if those guys weren't Jesuits, I don't care. It was the Jesuits infiltrating. I swear they still put things in place to make that happen, because they're always infiltrating shit and shutting it down. And I feel like this is an example of that. But yeah. Yeah, later guys, have a good day. Later guys. I'm just finishing up some of the comments. But guys, yeah, I promise no more propaganda. I'm literally I gotta go back to I already said a few more minutes. We finish this. I'll add it to the title. That's what I need to do before we close. Try guys Fauci. TG. I don't know. I mean, you see Fauci's name, you know, we're talking about him in the riddles by the numbers. What I should have done. Oh man, this is important. So guys, the stream is really over. I don't make any bigger promise. We have to see how many days from Fauci's birthday this was published. I mean, we have to do that at least. If you want even more, if you want homework, you can do all the Try guys. They all have birthdays. They're all celebrities. All their birthdays from this. If you want homework. But January 9th, 2021, this was published. We have to look at this. This is by the numbers, 100%. January 9th, they with 31 numerology 51. I might come back to that in my head, but I just really knew Fauci's birthday. It was December 24th birthday. Anthony Fauci, Christmas Eve actor. So December 24th, and we also did to his upcoming birthday. Right now he's 80 years old right now. This is the last for sure. I really gotta do this though. It might not even be anything, but probably will. 16 days, 2 weeks, 2 days. In Wuhan, 22. Span 17 days. So, I think from his upcoming birthday, they're going to do even more. I just want like a straight up clean Jesuit number, just to show how they're always doing this. But maybe we'll see. If not, then it's not. Oh my God! See, bam. What is this whole thing about? Coronavirus, Vatican. 349 days from Dr. Fauci's upcoming birthday that was published. Also a span of 50 weeks, and a span of 350 days, Catholic 35, virus 35, right? 50 weeks, America 50, it's probably more with the 50. But 349, that's the 70th prime number. Coronavirus equals 70, right? 349 days from his upcoming birthday, this Vatican actor, Vatican 70, you know, by the numbers. And again, coronavirus 56, like Anthony Fauci 56. And 70. There we go. See? With reverse single reduction. Reversing the alphabetical order. H is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. So it's the same thing with forwards, but reverse now. 1 plus 9 is 10. So reducing H once. Anthony Fauci 70. 349 days is the 70th prime number. You see why I really had to do this? 349 days from his upcoming 81st birthday. He's with the Try Guys giving you some propaganda. These are actors, agents. The Try Guys are run and employed by the Catholic Church. I mean, this should prove even further. And one last thing, look at their name Gematria. But we'll leave it there. I'm done. I had to do that part. But, later everyone. Later Zach. Later everyone. Love you guys all so much. Yeah, we're gonna finish the stream. Oh, I mean, we already talked about Trump though. That part was done in the first literally 1 minute, because we got the headline equals 511. That's, man, when I say that the stream is over, that's what I mean. Like when I say that, I mean that's the point where like we've hit the nail on the head. We've hit pretty much the main topic, or at least a really good example that should wake someone up, and the rest is just icing on the cake. So the Trump was like a speed run, really speed ran the Trump part, but the first headline, 511 and 187. Saturn 511, time 187. Let's see if it's still up. Anyone just joined. The last full day of Trump's divisive presidency equals 511. Get rid of all this other stuff. Oh my goodness. The last full day of Donald Trump's vice presidency, 511 like Saturn, 187 like Society of Jesus. See that? Oh, 223, didn't see the 223. America 49, 227 is 49 prime. Time 187, Saturn 511, Society of Jesus 187, Saturn Keeper time. Donald Trump's campaign lasted 511 days. We're done after that. So the rest has been amazing. So thanks for sharing that. Appreciate Big Boss Bubba. Leopard Messiah, you sharing as well. MOR, I know you share a lot. Yeah, the date duration. Yeah, I gotta. And there's probably more I'm missing too, but now I really gotta leave. Man, I'm glad. Thanks, man. Well, it's if you guys think I spent a streamer, it's not me. I appreciate the kind words, but you guys coming in, sharing things, being part of this. No, I appreciate all of you. And again, the Try Guys made it fucking easy. I didn't have to try. I mean, it's so ironic. You don't even have to try because they made it easy. I wasn't trying to be funny. I mean, sorry. I'm sick of people like this. I'm sick of where our country's headed. I'm sick of how all the men are becoming like this. Like, I'm being serious. It's just, that's just the world we live in. But, it is what it is. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. See you in the next one. The only thing that got nailed here were those Try Guys. Yep, exactly. Sending us to Japan and China will help them. Caucasians, Caucasus Mountains means you half Asian. It's interesting. I didn't think more on that. I like how you put that out. Giving you that wordplay. Again, Japan run by the gang, and soon it's gonna be Asia on top more. But yeah.